Space, the final frontier. But what if it weren't? What if we were to go beyond space and into time? The mistakes of the past erased, the future reborn, the mortal and immortal made to decide their destiny together. Time is no longer an arrow, but an infinite expanse of possibilities. Explore this strange new world. Boldly go where not even a cue has gone before.
Hello there, folks. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Robert, and for you that haven't joined us yet, I like to tinker with things, and one of them is watches. And going to the local thrift store the other day, I didn't find any Rolexes or Tissots or Omegas, but they had this quartz watch there for $1, marked broken, and I couldn't walk away from it and just let it sit there because probably nobody else is going to buy it. Looking at the state it was in, which is, it looks like somehow the hands fell off this thing here, so I thought I'd make a quick little video and see if we can get this watch back up and running and on somebody's wrist to enjoy, because it's kind of neat. I thought, looking at the strap, is partially made out of jeans and leather there from the looks of it. Yeah, genuine leather. So the strap's in fairly good shape. Just for some reason the hands just fell off this watch completely. So it looks like only the hour hand stuck it out. Seconds and minute hand came right off. So let's take this apart and see if we can get those hands back on and test it with a battery and see if it works. Sounds good to me. Now let's see if we can find the spot where this back will pop off. If there's any notch anywhere. Don't see one off the bat, but it could be one. It looks like somebody's been trying to open it there. Yeah, that'll do it. And they left the battery inside. So we will get the movement holder out and get the battery out. Just in case this thing is still alive, let's use this here. It's not going to work. Ah, that did it. Said to have something with a little more pointier. Okay, now we just have to figure out how to get the winding stem out. Let me take a closer look at that. Don't see anything. Hold on. This is a Y121E as an echo movement from Japan. So should be fairly decent. And I found it on closer inspection that it says right here to push. So we will push in this area to hopefully that'll release the winding stem. I put the movement holder back on just so this thing isn't bouncing around while we try and do that. In there. Just got to get the right angle. Okay. Oh, okay, let's see if what happens when I do pull that. Does that hour hand move? Look like anything's moving there. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can push that. Trying to do this on camera and push at the same time. It's starting to be a little tricky. There we go. Okay. That's half the battle right there, probably. Yeah, let's get this back out. Okay. And oh, look at that. It just came right out. Okay. So, let's see if we can get the dial out too. It looks like it's wedged in there. So we might have to do a little bit of persuading. Well, it is not looking like it wants to come out. I don't see where we can grab onto it. Okay, I'm gonna have to get the magnification in here just to get a better look. So we will pause for the moment. Well, we're back, and I finally got that dial out of the case. It was really wedged down inside this case here on one side. All I can think of is at some point when somebody's probably putting a battery in this movement, they pushed too hard and probably shoved one side of the dial too far into the case, which probably caused the watch hands to come off as well. So let's continue the disassembly and get this tested out and see if it works. Well, here's a good sign. I put the seconds hand on and then put a fresh battery in the movement, and it is alive. So with that good sign, we will proceed to clean up this case and get this movement back inside so we can enjoy wearing it again. And we'll take this leather strap off. At least it says it's genuine leather, with a little bit of jean added onto it for that nice look, especially since it says it's a jean collection watch. Quemex there, I looked it up. There are other types of watches out there but I couldn't find this exact same one that this one is, so it obviously looks like it needs a little bit of buffing up there. So let's see if we can clean it up a bit before we put it into the ultrasound. Obviously it's got yeah, needs some scraping there. I'll just loosen all that grime up. Okay. And, oh, sorry about that. How do the pins look? Or spring bars. I can get them out. Doesn't want to come out. It's stubborn. Okay. They don't look too bad a shape. How about this one here? That one came out easier. It's okay. This here, though, that obviously needs to be cleaned up a bit. The Quemex logo on there is looking a little corroded to the side too. So it looks like the watch band is held up better than the metal hardware. All right, let's see if I've got something that'll work on that. That's looking better. So let's get it in the ultrasonic and see how it looks after that. All right, we're all done. Let's take her out, just wipe her down and see if it looks a little better than it did before. Okay. We'll be back in a second once we get it cleaned up a little bit more. That's looking a lot better. So let's get that back on. And where's my tool? Here's my tool. This might be a little tricky, but we'll try to get it on here on the camera. If not, we'll have to pause so we can not have a 3-hour video showing me trying pushing a pin into a hole. That would be good for some people are having trouble sleeping. Just got to get it in the right spot, and we got it. That wasn't too hard. Now, let's get the movement back inside. This dial is metal, has no divisions on it with 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock other than those 2 circles there. But looks like what they've done is, well, one thing, they didn't bother putting any dial feet on it. Looks like they're just depending on the hands holding this dial to the movement. So we're going to line it up here. It looks like they've put a notch on it to signify that's the direction they want to have the 3 o'clock there. So we'll just drop it in there. So, and then we'll get the hands on there ever so gently. Not sure which way is up or down for this one. I guess it doesn't really matter. So we'll put it on there and push it down. right. There's one. Getting those hands on, I had to do it off camera there so I could get up close with my magnification, because with no dial feet holding that in place, it's a little trickier. So with the hands on, and didn't have to stare at the back of my head while I did it, let's get it back into the case and put the stem in. All right, case is looking better and a lot more cleaner than it was when I found it in that thrift shop. So get that on there like that, and we will flip it over and get it lined up. All right, almost there. So we will get this lined up. We'll use this here to hold it into place so it doesn't go anywhere. Be careful we don't shove it down too hard and end up doing what whoever had this last time ended up pushing it too hard, and just find the hole, lock that in like such, and put the back still on, and it still has, or put the back on, but what I was trying to point out here is it still had the quality sticker on the back of it, a little hologram. Whoever had it never bothered peeling it off while they wore it. I guess they liked having that hologram on there. So we will line up that. Get the little notch there to line up with the winding stem. Push down and have it snap into place as such. There we go. And the moment of truth. Just gotta get my fingertips on that. With these finger cots on, I can't pull it out very well. All right. Did I get it out? Not yet. Oh, that's because it's not locked into place. I just pulled the whole stem out. Okay, no worries. We'll fix that. It shouldn't have come out there. It probably didn't lock all the way in. All right, there. I think we're good now. Okay. Yeah, I think it's in now. At least it should be in now. All right, try that again. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause here for a minute. Well, take off the finger cots. Now we should have that winding stem back in place properly. Let's give it a test. Yeah, and it looks good now. All right, with that all figured out, now we can get the strap back on. Since the strap is still in fairly good shape, we can reattach that. Spring bars are still in good shape too, so we'll reuse those. And where's the tool for spring bars? Get that down in here and see if we can do this on camera and not take forever to get it on. Sometimes it's a little tricky to do this and film it at the same time, but we'll give it a go. Oops. That spring bar doesn't want to move or compress. Not sure why. Give it one more try and then we might have to do this off camera. Yeah, it's a little trickier to do it this way. All right, well, I think we've all seen spring bars go into watches probably so many times. We don't need to see me struggle with this one here. You know, it's getting close. It's getting close. Do we have it? Oh, so almost there, but it's not going under this one. All right. We'll do this off camera. Be right back. And there we go. Got the strap back on. It's nice to bring this back into a usable condition. This, obviously, I guess we'd call this a fashion watch, but this Quemex quartz watch, probably maybe from the late 80s, early 90s, back up and running, ready for somebody's wrists. If you've enjoyed this video, like it, and also if you want to see more videos coming up, definitely subscribe. It's free. And leave a comment if you wish. I always like to hear your thoughts out there. Thanks again for watching and joining on the channel here, and we'll see you again. Take care and stay safe.